Men, what would you do if you met your dream girl, but there was one catch? She does OF for a living.
Oh, hell no!
You know what men used to do back in the day? They used to go to war, get their limbs blown off, they used to get trench foot. Guys, where are the men that will bow at your feet?
The man you date is a reflection of you.
There's nothing wrong with being a gold digger.
I love when girls break up with their boyfriend. Thank you. Yes! Yes!
What a joy it must be to have a person like that as a friend. I can only imagine.
If I end up in the happiest, most loving, healthiest relationship, married with kids, whatever it is, I can promise you I will still hate most men.
So what is the rational reason behind that?
And that is something that I genuinely don't think will ever change, because there are so many men that treat women so badly.
So the rationale here is because of the actions of some men, they are therefore deciding to despise the majority of men.
If I truly find one that is just like the outlier that genuinely treats me good and treats other women well, you're like, he's just one of the good ones.
One of the good ones. Interesting. That sounds like something else I've heard before.
That's not going to change my outlook on the majority of men and the way that they go about their lives in society. I truly don't care that I feel this way about them, because I didn't create these feelings, they did.
So what they're saying is essentially they can't control their own feelings, nor their reactions to other people's behaviors.
I have a question for men and women. What is up with all of the pretty women being single? The most gorgeous women, like stunning, body proper, face card on, but they're single. What is it?
Well, a lot of women think that that's the only thing they got to bring to the table. I'm attractive. I do my makeup. I put on a little tight outfit, and this is me, right? They actually think that their presence is all they have to give. And this is why so many men are choosing to stay single and are walking away. Like men are footing the bill, paying for dates, taking chicks shopping, doing this and doing that. And all these chicks do is just lay on their back or bend over. Let's just be real. This is most of these women doing. And then they wonder why men are saying, you know what, that's it. It's over with. I don't want to do it no more. Or men are just using them for hookup, recreational use, smashing and keeping it moving.
I really get so confused when I see a beautiful woman with a nice body, with a nice face, and she's by herself.
I deserve to have my life fully funded by men.
I'm just curious, but why does it seem that a lot of women out there have this particular mentality? Why do they deserve to have their lives paid for? I mean, why?
I want my nails paid for. I want my toes paid for. I want my shopping paid for. I want my hair paid for. I want my makeup paid for. I want everything paid for.
You know, there's actually a term that very accurately describes someone who has to live off of the lives of others.
And you know who's going to pay for it? You are.
You know, the saddest part of this is, and it's not the fact that they're basically advertising that they have no marketable skills and are having to live off of their looks alone. I wonder what they're going to do when they're not in their 20s or even their 30s anymore, and they start progressing towards their 40s and their 50s. I wonder if they actually have any job skills. No, but the saddest part about this is that there are actually a lot of men out there that would be more than happy just to pay for it to get her attention.
Once again today, some rando decided to insert himself into my life while I'm just trying to get coffee and live, and he complimented me on my natural beauty.
Oh no, how utterly awful.
He was like,
I'm gonna be real, man. It be these women that don't be attractive that get on social media and talk about how dudes approaching them and shooting a shot. This chick is literally a 3 out of 10 at best.
I wish other girls could be like you and not wear so much makeup. You're so naturally beautiful. I was like, okay, first of all, don't talk to me.
Men are giving up on dating. And one of the reasons why is because of women's expectations.
Men will deny this, but they're lying when they say they want peace.
Okay then, what do they really want?
They love selfish, independent, unbothered women that are difficult and stress them out.
No, they don't. That's just what those types of women tell themselves so they can justify their own poor behaviors.
Women that are too nice and predictable don't give them enough to worry about.
So I heard about this relationship coach that quit due to all of these unrealistic demands that many women have brought to her. And the reason why she quit was because there was no way she could make any of these women happy.
Women are just unhappy creatures. But they get in relationships searching for happiness. And this is why they continue to be out on the carousel, sleeping with guys, hooking up with guys. No man is ever good enough. They want a guy who's over 6 feet tall. Think about this. They want a guy who makes over 6 figures. Now, a lot of chicks talk about, I want a man who make $1 million a year. It's crazy. They want a guy who has his own house. They want a guy who can understand them, who's empathetic, who's emotionally intelligent. They want a guy who's have all these different things. You got to be able to read their mind. That's too much. And if you ask these women, so what did I get from you? Like, what do you bring to the table? Like, they get mad because these women just expect you to accept them for who they are and give them the world and be Prince Charming. And that's it. It's wild. Like, why would a man want to participate in that mess?
Now, mind you, I've said this in the past. There is no way you could demand so many things from a man that you are not even demanding for yourself. You do understand.
I've seen chicks who are 250, 300 plus pounds talking about, I want a man who's in shape and go to the gym. Like, I don't want no fat man. I don't want no overweight man. He got to be, in shape. It's crazy.
That the reflection of who you are, the reflection of who you are is what you are going to attract. You get that, right? No? Let me break it down to you. You should not be asking from any man as a woman all of these things that you don't have yourself.
Hard advice for the girls that are currently dating. If he's not texting you back, he's probably texting someone else back.
I feel that this is important to say, but ladies, it's not always about you. He actually might be doing something else.
If you want a man to love you,
oh, I'm sure there's a lot of women out there that are very interested in that subject.
stop loving him.
Why are men expected to act like a husband in a boyfriend stage, but you don't feel as though you need to act like a wife in a girlfriend stage until somebody chooses to make you a wife? Make it make sense. If you never displayed qualities of being a wife, why would anybody want to make you one? It sounds like women just never want to put any effort first. Like, we feel like we just have to offer minimal effort and that should be significant enough. That and the catch.
It's the truth. Like, they just feel like that. All I got to do is show up. I don't got to do much. Like, I'm the prize. I'm the gift. I've said this in previous videos. Women see us men as second-class citizens. This is why they don't put in effort. They put in more effort on their makeup than they do actually trying to make a man happy or please a man. Think about that.
Just have it in the bag.
Men love mean girls.
No, they don't. But we still keep hearing this. So let's figure out why.
They don't like nice girls. They don't want a good woman. They say left and right that they do. They don't. They do not. They like mean girls. They like women who don't like them back. They like women who are...
Come on. They're trying to use our logic. Like, women like men who don't care about them. How many times have you seen a video of women like, oh, I rejected the nice guy? You don't see a video where a man said, man, I went on a date with a really nice woman and she was so cool. She was nice. And I just wasn't feeling a spark. She was so cool and great. She was genuine. You know, I just wasn't feeling the connection. Men don't say that, right? It's women that take advantage and don't appreciate good men.
Mean to them, because when they have a woman who's right in front of them that wants to settle down, wants to, like, you know, be a wife, whatever it is, the whole traditional thing, they sabotage it and they go run to the woman who literally does not play by the rules and, like, spit in his face and told him that I don't want him anymore.
That is sounding like a rather personal experience.
I'm being serious. I'm telling you, because I'm in the friend zone and they're running to the girls that are spitting in their faces and saying that I don't want them anymore. So this is the perspective from the nice girl, the good girl that got friend zoned, walked all over. They love bitches. They like mean girls.
In 2025, I'm dating for money, not love.
Shocking. What a truly unexpected shift in priorities.
Sorry, I'm dating for money, not love.
I wonder what the end goal there is.
I have always entered relationships with like a 50-50 mindset. Like, I'm always ready for like equality, even though there is no equality because we live in a patriarchy. So why am I acting equal? I've never ever thought that I would be the type of person who would want to date someone for money, but dating for love isn't working. I'm not enjoying myself, and
her hands look old. Look at her. And I just paused it real quick. Imagine you waking up to a chick like this, and that's her with makeup on. A lot of these chicks be insufferable.
Transparently, inflation is crazy. I only have a few good years left in me. Like, I am going to use them for what they're worth.
Where do you think the lines between realistic and unrealistic standards are drawn?
When the things you think are going to happen never have and never will. My man needs to be 6 feet plus, 6 figures, 6-pack, 6 inches. Is that the thing?
6 inches in what? Girl, hell no. He got to be a solid 8 over here. Hey, talking about 8, maybe 7. 6 is cool. I'm not going below a 6. It's not what people think.
This is not realistic.
See, this is what if a man said you got to be a certain weight, right? You got to, do this. You got to be like this. See, men, what's crazy is if a man says, I want a woman to be like this, I want her to dress like this, I want her to weigh this much. Like, these chicks will lose their mind. They'll be like, oh, you're going to die alone. But women have all these standards and expectations. What's crazy is the same women that say, I want a man to have all these different things, to check off all these boxes. They don't realize that that specific man, that high value, top tier guy, the guy makes a lot of money, who's tall, who's attractive, he has expectations too. Like it be single moms. Let's be real. They be having kids by multiple different dudes, but they're talking about I want a man who don't got no kids. I want a man who make a lot of money, who got to take care of me. Why would that man who's successful, who's done all the right things, who don't have kids, why would he want you? Like why would he just want to take care of you and your liabilities? Yeah, it's crazy.
What do you mean?
6 inches? That is big.
No, it's not.
Oh my goodness. I can tell she overweight. You can tell how she laughing. No sort of femininity in her voice or nothing like that. Sound.
No, it's not. No, it isn't. Sarah, don't.
The reason why she says it's not big, because she's had so many different pipes. She's had so many different guys she's laid down with, and she's seen every size. And a lot of times it's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway with dealing with these women.
Do that. Oh
6. Wait, hold on. 1, 2. This got to be like 4.
Girl, get the
That is big.
Matchmaking is a grift. It is bullshit. It will cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. And
I just saw a video of a girl saying something along the lines of her boyfriend worked like 12, 13 hours, said he was too tired to like stop and pick up food on the way home. Been there, done that. And so she was like, I'm cooking him and taking him dinner. The very first comment when I opened up that comment section, and what does he do for you, sis? Okay. I'm going to talk in a very broad sense. In this generation, it's all about me.
It's all about me, but it's all about leverage as well, right? So when women get in relationships, notice how they don't want to text you first, or they play games. It's always a mind game. It's always, they not trying to drive all the way to see you. They want to meet you halfway, or they want you to come way to them. It's all about leverage when it comes to women. This is why, if you notice, they don't really like doing nothing for you. They don't like paying the tip. They don't like, you got to take them on 20 different dates before they do one thing for you. It's wild, man. It's like, why would a man want to subject himself to something like that? It's unfair. Let's be real.
Me. I. What do I get? What do I want? Since when did it leave everybody's brain that a relationship was supposed to be a partnership? When did that leave? Common sense has left the building. And everybody, what does he do for me?
Totally 110%. I think I didn't find my husband yet because all the women expectations is really having the men go into a hole. Because who the hell is y'all to say y'all want a man that make $500,000 a year?
Like, it seems like you're just with women to pay their bills. They always got their hand out. What you gonna do for me? 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 It's always transactional. Can a man just have a good time? Like, I'll be honest with you, most of these women don't even like men. They just want you to buy them stuff, give them money, and then they just kick you to the curb and move on to the next. They don't enjoy your presence. They don't really enjoy masculinity. They pretend like they're feminine in order for you to pay some bills, in order for you to take them shopping, in order for you to take them to a nice restaurant, and then if you demand something from them or you have expectations or standards, then they say, oh, you control it. Oh, I'm gone. And they leave you.
They hide because of y'all unrealistic ass expectations.
Please don't catcall me unless you're attractive.
Wait, what did they say? Let's hear that again.
Please don't catcall me unless you're attractive. Unless you're a 7, 8, 9, or 10. If you're a 10, you're probably not catcalling. But don't do it. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that unless you're sexy.
you.